All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. My name is Matthew, and we're going to keep this intro short. So, we're going to go ahead and get the important stuff out of the way right now. Dear Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for everything that you've done for me and everything that you will do. I pray that you would help me to use everything that you've given me to align with your mission and your vision, Lord, and I pray that you just help me to give it all back to you and back to others. I pray that you let me have a good, safe day out on the water today and just to fellowship with nature and fellowship with you while I'm out here. Again, Lord, I just thank you so much for all that you've done, all that you will do. And in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. All right. I'm going to get this boat rigged up real quick because I'm itching to get out on the water so bad. But I do have a couple goals for today. Uh, we got some lures sent to us by Holden Bait Co. or Holden Lure Co. I'll show those to you right here. And our goal is to catch a red on one of those. And then also, secondary goal is catch a red on a lure that I made, a little bucktail jig that I tied myself. So those are the goals. We're going to get this boat rigged up. I'll see you once we get out there. We are on the water. And as always, in the early morning, we're going to be throwing this here top water. It's low tide right now. Just started coming in. As you can see, the water's pushing towards me. Seeing lots of bait around here, so we're just going to scooch on in here and see if we can't pull anything out. Hopefully we can, but if not, no worries. We're going to do our best as always. Once I start throwing some subsurface stuff, we're going to throw those Holden baits. Probably going to use the shrimp one because that's been what's on the menu lately, it seems. But yeah, we're going to get her to it. I'm actually really pleased with this EDC. I think that was just a tarpon. I'm 99% sure I just saw a tarpon roll right there. Okay. So that thing I made myself. It's a Bud's jig. Shout out to Buds though, they have videos on how to tie all their jigs if you want to make them yourself, so that's what I did. This is one of our goals today, is to get a fish on this. They're real shallow right now. They're not hitting the top water, so I'm assuming they're not super aggressive. Either that or just spooky when they're shallow like this, but we're going to try out this for a little bit. It's 1/8 ounce is what I'm using. You don't gonna get super complicated with this thing. You can kind of pop it if you want to, but I prefer to just kind of drag it on the bottom with a few like small little pops, just like that. Yeah, that's one right there. Oh, that was a ladyfish. Holden Bait Company makes these. He sent me some to give a try, and we're gonna do that. Man, they are hand poured. The guy that makes them is from Jacksonville. Lives in Pensacola now, but he's here from here in Jacks. And man, the scent that he puts in these things will smack you in the face. It's like a garlic scent, and golly, buddy, let me tell you, it is strong. So we're gonna pair it up with this new reel. I haven't put a fish on this reel yet, so who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky here. I'm gonna try it with just the base garlic scent for a little while, and then we'll probably start throwing some Procure on it. That looks pretty good to me. Hopefully it looks good to the fish. We'll find out and see if we can't christen this here new salty 150. Oh yeah, that thing looks good, brother. I like that. Hopefully we don't lose it off the bat. But, you know, you all know me. You know how this tends to go. Let's give that a dangle there. Let's get the cast out. A little tight. I'm going with a 3/16 on the jig head so I can work this thing. Usually I go 1/8 fishing this shallow, but I want to be able to work this thing a little bit quicker if I need to, so we're sticking with a 3/16. Probably need to oil up this reel. Usually I go through all my reels and pop them open before I use them for the first time. This one I did not. By the sound of it, I could use a little bit of oil on the bearings. Oh man, I don't know if I was recording or not, but we just got our first fish of the day right here. Nice little red, probably like a 16, 17 incher. A pretty little guy, man. And we got him on the Holden Bait Co. I forget the actual name, but it's basically just a jerk shad. But anyways, thanks, buddy. Let's get another one. All right, so we caught that red on this guy right here. She's pretty toe up, so we're gonna change it out. But I mean, that's to be expected. You know, these aren't Z-Man plastics. It looks fine when you take it off the hook, but that nose is all tore up. It's not gonna stay on there, so we're gonna change it out. Try another one. But you know, that's a downside to plastics that aren't Z-Man. But this thing works, man, and it still smells garlicky. Like, holy cow! Like punch you in the face stink on this thing. So I think that's worth the trade-off, in my opinion. Honestly, if I'm not having to put Procure on this thing, I'd call that worth the trade-off. If some of y'all are looking to pick these up, it's Holden Bait Co. HBC right there. But we'll put him in the old trash can. I think I might try one of the shrimps now. And we'll see what we can get into, man. I think I was talking to the camera whenever it was turned off, but how I caught that guy. There's a string of oyster bars right here on the shoreline. You can kind of see the ripples right there going over the top of those bars. All I was doing was I wasn't bouncing the jerk shot. I was just swimming it until I found the right pace to swim it at, where it was just barely hitting the tops of those oysters and bouncing off of them. And that's how I caught him. Just got to find the right pace to get it just over the top of those oysters to where it makes contact with them every now and then. But anyways, we're going to try a little shrimpy here. Looks pretty good. We'll give her a shot. Alright, we got our little shrimpy rigged up. I think this is like a 3.5 or a 4 inch. It looks like a 4. We'll have to see. I'll have to look at the bag. Looks like a 4 though. We're going to get it started. See if we can't pick up another one over here. Put one right where that guy blew up. Oh. Trout, I think. Oh no, look at this guy. Look at that little guy. Just a baby. Look at this. This guy's missing an eyeball. Ew. Probably got caught and hooked in the eye, I bet. Alrighty. There he is. Mr. No Eyeball. Thanks, buddy. Oh, I hope you guys saw that. That was super cool. We got our flounder, brother. And the old Simrad overheated, but no buff. That was a super cool eat. I'm shocked I got one. Finally, dude. Oh, man. Oh, okay. Alright. There we go. The old... Stop it. Golly, brother. There we go. The old Fort George flounder. See ya. So you actually looked at it? Yeah. Yeah, especially with how expensive they are, bro. Yeah. Oh, my drag is so loose. Yep. That looks like a nice one, too. Yeah, it does. Yes, sir.
Dang, dude,
alrighty, dude.
What?
Let's go.
5 minutes.
Not even.
I haven't even got the cast.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's the slick banks. I think they just like the wind protection.
Hey, on your spinner.
Yeah, dude, that is my
now?
first. I guess I do have some faith in the spinner now.
What is that? Redfish Magic and the paddle tail?
This is the eye strike one, but I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
I knew I felt a bite earlier.
Now I just got to knock it to
All right, stop it, don't you? There we go. I'm not keeping fish today, but we got our first flounder right here.
Nice.
There we go. See you, buddy.
Probably what, 15, 14,
Yeah,
15?
probably like just barely over. That's what he looked like.
Throwing a tandem rig. Matt got me on these.
Oh yeah, man,
this
they were.
Got the jerk shad and then limit out lures. I don't know what he calls this, but big old curly tail, something to get him moving. I like curly tails.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Flounder they're so aggressive. I think it's like they love the stuff with all the big, huge action.
Pretty shallow up there.
Yeah, I can see the rocks up here. Such I don't want to adjust the trolling motor and then stop reeling and get stuck. Welcome to part 2. We're out here with JT, Marsh Runner Outdoors. His channel will be linked in the description. And as you just saw, we've been out here less than 10 minutes. I already caught a flounder, so hopefully it's going to be good. Get a little bit of redemption from last Saturday. I mean, I still caught 2 reds and a flounder, but you know, gotta do a little bit more numbers than that, or at least get like a nice fish. So we'll see if we can get some redemption today. I have faith. But I'm fishing a spinnerbait. Oh, got another one.
Spinnerbait might be the move right now, buddy, huh?
Yeah, it's another flatty. I think that's a little bit bigger one too. Yeah, you're good. You're good. I'll keep him down. As long as for whenever you're netting these things, for everybody watching, as long as you don't let them get their head out of the water and shake, you can usually get them to not spit the hook. So don't water ski them like you do a bass. Just bring them up to the boat, keep their head under the water, and usually they ain't gonna spit your hook.
Shallow strikes with the killer info, boys and girls.
Because that used to be my biggest problem whenever I first started like targeting flounder, is I would pull them up to the boat and lose them like half the time.
Or trying to fling them in.
Yeah, you can't boat flip a flounder.
And then what? He was right up there on that grass line, huh?
Yeah, he was right off that corner. But there's number 2. Thanks, buddy. I'm just gonna leave the net extended at this point.
Yeah, I I was like, oh, dude, you know, if I let this thing sink for long enough, I'm getting
Yeah, I
tangled
know,
up.
dude. That's why I was like trying to adjust the trolling motor, but like reel at the same time.
3.8 now, so we dropped a foot. It might come up a little
Yeah,
bit.
probably. I figured it probably rises a little bit on this corner.
Another video of Matt catching fish and me not doing anything.
Dude, that's how I feel every time I'm fishing with Andre, man. Like it's just me retying 3 million times while he's catching fish. Oh, got one. I think it's a small one. Yeah, it is. You're good. I'm gonna flip him.
Alright, I think that does it. I'm going to use a spoon. Sometimes you just don't know. So you got to try.
Might be the wind that's keeping them from. I think maybe it's just the extra vibration that the spoon gives that's helping me out with the water being all chopped up. Oh, look at that! I barely.
You're just a good fisherman.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm God's gift to fish, and other times not so much. Wait, was I recording? Yeah, I was. Okay. There we go. Little tater chip that he was barely hanging on there. I think he bit it and then tried to get away, and I still hooked him. Because I had him hooked through like the skin of his mouth.
Yeah.
Wasn't even in his mouth. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a different spot now. Let me throw in the chatterbait just to try it out and see what we can get into here. Just out of curiosity. And on the baits EDC. Got those brakes cranked up since it's super windy. It is loud over here, man. That's a good fish. It feels like a red. It is. It is a red. There we go. On the chatterbait. Look at the color on them too. I mean, it makes sense. The water's dirtier back here. Well, it's not dirtier. It's just more stained.
Last time I caught one back here, that is the same fish. I don't know if it would work well with the bait. Use the 360 with the shake.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I gotta leave that in the video. There he is. There he goes. You got a rain jacket? Alright, well, you're hearing this voiceover because, like a dummy, I forgot to do an outro for this upcoming video. But, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. We had to put in some work for this one, fought a little bit of rain, but still managed to get on a few good fish. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to pick up anything that I'm using, feel free. It's in the Amazon links below. And shout out to Holden Bait Co. Make sure and check them out if you're in the market for some other soft plastics. They worked great, and they got a good stench to them. Like, good lord. But yeah, if you would like to submit a catch like the one you're about to see, all you gotta do is drop down in the description, follow me on Instagram or Facebook. Just shoot me a message with your best recent catch and you'll be featured in the channel just like the person you're about to see. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed again. Appreciate all your support, and I couldn't do it without you and without the good Lord above. See you next time.